Hello everybody, welcome to Sparkris Inspiration. How is everybody? I'm going to be using the Unsurpassable Starseed Oracle again because it's so unbelievable and beautiful. I just love it, and I love the messages, the colors, everything's so happy. And I just had like such a nice experience today. I had, errands and lots of packages to go out for jewelries and winners over on Instagram, and I needed to go into Michael's to get some of this special white wire that I make my necklaces out of. So if I have clear stones, you don't see, or they don't get that kind of like heavy wire color or residue on it. I just really like it. So anyway, I was in there, and then I went to the post office and some other places and just had a really relaxing time sitting out in the yard playing with all the cats. And I noticed this time of year, these beautiful little tiny purple flowers come out everywhere in the back of the house. So I filmed some of my Instagram posts over there with the cards, because I like to pull cards for daily energy over there. And it was just the prettiest backdrop. It was so lovely. And it just, like, I get so much peace and gratitude to just be able to sit out in the yard and chill out. But I thought you guys would like this, and I got such a kick out of this because this is something that, my mother and my aunt and people used to kind of say, and I think it was actually even that phrase, "You're not for everyone, everyone's not for everybody." When you come home and you'd have a hard time at whatever, at practice, at school, and they're just like, not everyone is going to be liked by everyone, because it was sort of the premise when I was younger. I just thought, if you were sunny and kind, that people would be that way back. But people interpret things on so many different scales. I remember really liking this girl, Alison Amorine. I thought she was so cool, and she lived up the road, and she did this really neat thing where she had her hair in like 2 ponytails. I remember this being in 5th grade, and then in each ponytail she made 3 little braids, and I thought that is friggin' amazing. Like, I thought it was the coolest. So I remember doing that one day to my hair, and I remember it being like the biggest hullabaloo, like everybody coming up and like, Alison's like, "You're a copycat and you need to get your own hairstyles," and all this stuff, and it being so awful. And I remember I was really proud of my behavior, because I went up to her and I just said, "Listen, I'm not trying to take your style. I'm just trying to emulate it. I really like it. I think it looks really cool." And I was like, and sincerely, I like it, and had a conversation with her, and then we ended up being really good friends. It was so funny. It can be one of those things where if both people have like an attitude on something, it can end up being in this big fray. But if it's one of those things when you're young too, like, you don't understand other people's reactions, you don't really understand psychology and all of that. But it's one of those things that we are not necessarily for everybody, but we should try, if we like somebody and we like their vibe, to go up. But this is about saying and reminding us, the world is filled with people who, no matter what you do, just won't like you. It's also filled with those who will love you fiercely. They are your people. You're not for everyone, and that's okay. Talk to the people that can hear you. Usually people that ferociously dislike you for some reason, oftentimes that's envy. It can be jealousy. It can be their insecurity. They're projecting something negatively. So you wouldn't really want that energy anyway, right? So don't waste your precious time and gifts trying to convince other people of your value. They won't ever want what you're selling, so don't try to convince them to walk alongside you. It's just wasting our time and theirs, and it will likely inflict unnecessary wounds that will take precious time to heal. Just think, in childhood, we all had that. We had that kind of one crazy nemesis where we're like, or vice versa, someone that just really, really liked you and wanted to be your friend, and it kind of aggravated you because they wouldn't take no for an answer, or say, or on your end, you just really liked somebody and you wanted them to see your point of view and who you are, and they just weren't having it. It is what it is. It's an exchange of energy. It's accepted or not. But again, let those people that want to love you and embrace you for who you are be in your life. You're just not for them, and if they're just not for you, politely wave them on and continue on your way, because sharing your path with someone is really a sacred gift. You don't have to cheapen it by rolling yours in the wrong direction, and keep facing your true north. And I'm feeling like how you embrace your weirdness and not care so much about what other people think is is what we got to do. Like, I embrace all my funny quirks. I completely have straight up out loud conversations with myself in my car, in stores, if I'm excited and I see stuff, and I'll look over and I'll usually catch somebody look at me and they'll laugh, and they're like, I do that too. I have full out conversations with myself. And comment down below if you do that, if you just talk out loud, like, you know, you're your best buddy, your little angel form standing right next to you and you're having a conversation with them. If I'm psyched about something, it's coming out in words. And my car is the funniest thing, because I'll just pretend I'm singing along to the radio or whatever if somebody pulls up beside me. But embrace that and know that we are not to men. And it doesn't mean anything is wrong with us. It doesn't mean that we have shortcomings. Usually it is the opposite. If somebody dislikes us for a reason, they may see something else that they wish they had, right? So we have to just kind of let that go. Now, I love this card, Forge, Don't Follow. This is about paving a new path. Be the leader you wish you had, you know, be that like mature adult that speaks to you with great inner dialogue and love and support, okay? Because if you wait till the path is perfectly paved, you won't be forging your own path, and you'll likely not even take that first step. Don't let a small detail like being unable to find someone to show you the way be the reason you don't step forward and lead. Let it be the reason that you do, right? Your own path. The most courageous and needed leaders are the ones who don't wait for permission or until the morning or when they wake up feeling ready, but they just put that one foot in front of the other and figure out as they go. You know, they don't wait for someone to lead them. They lead themselves. This is a card for leaders. You know, you're here to pave a path that hasn't been walked before. So to go first, to lead the way for others who are calling you in. And if you feel misrepresented in the media or whatever, step forward for all those who also feel misrepresented, right? If no one is speaking out on the topics you feel passionate about, share your unique voice. There's nobody on earth who comes close to possessing your unique combination of skills, gifts, and life experience. Everything is different, and that's the one thing I feel sad at times. People are like, oh no, everything's, you know, there's nothing new on God's green earth. There certainly is. Everybody's perspective is different. Everybody's experience are different. Sometimes there are some similarities in it, especially when people speak out on anything. It can be domestic violence. Some people may think, oh, it's been said and done before. Everybody already knows. No, it is your unique, that one special chord you're going to strike with somebody is going to be so unifying. So remember that, right? I mean, I've said things that, oh, I remember when A, B, and C happened, and I would have thought nobody else ever experiences this weird capacity to whatever or see this way. And somebody will comment, I think exactly like that. That sort of similar thing happened to me, so on and so forth. You will strike a chord within somebody, and a big shift can take place. So ask yourself now, how are you being called to forge rather than follow? How can you be the leader you wish you had? Because oftentimes, that can help us heal on immense scales too, to just forge ahead and be like, okay, this is, I'm doing the best with what I have, where I am, however I can, and just doing that. And it's funny how it'll influence you to be brave and have that sort of energy in other areas of your life, which is great, right? It's like we have to remind ourselves we do have power. So many people don't think they have the power that they do, that they carry, but you do. So reach in to that strong kind of golden child light, like, hey, if I can do this, you know. And if I always have this strange comparison, like I will see somebody in a third world country or something where they live in an absolute like rundown, ramshackle, like a lot of those makeshift houses that are made out of tin and they get blown away in one tropical storm. That is one of, you know, kind of, it's weird, ever since I've been young. One of my crazy fears is that I would live in a place where it was unstable, you know, like your roof and everything could come down, and everything you have because I love books and tarot cards and paper, so that's easily destroyed by water and storm. So I always thought, oh my gosh, if I lived in an unstable home area where stuff could just fall apart, that was always a fear. And you know, I look at things like that, and everything that could seem urgent or harsh in my life is pretty much a joke compared to that. So it's like perspective time, right? That sort of thing. Now I'm loving this, your life as a canvas, artist manifestation, create accountability. You are the artist in your life. Your life is this canvas. Take responsibility and your ability to create right now. Earth is known as a planet of manifestation. Your present moment is based on your past thoughts and beliefs, and your current thoughts determine your future. So what kind of life do you want to create for the future? What are you being called to create? I had a total, and this is weird, I feel like spirit guided me in this. I was just in Michael's and I was getting a bunch of stuff, and I thought, ooh, I want to get these. But something in my head was like clicking, going, something like wasn't right. They had all these signs for like the super sale, but somehow I was like, I was spending time making all these little things in my head. And then I was like, well, just bring these over to the price checker and see if it's real. And it wasn't. They had left up the prior week's sale, so everything was twice as much. And it was one of those things that I was being guided to use these stones. And then I had a whole different idea as I walked down this other aisle, and I got so excited. And I want you guys to come over to Instagram and see the posts on them. I'm going to be making them tonight. I'm going to be making these little wooden gingerbread men for Christmas trees, but I'm going to be using real crystals and Swarovski crystals and real stones and make fun little things on them. And I just felt really guided to do that right away. I just saw in my mind's eye all of this. So it's that creative thing where you just let it unfold and reconnect to your manifestation powers, to align your thoughts, your feelings, your action in the vibration that matches them. It's never too late to start, and no experience is required, right? All you need is an open heart and a mind and consistent daily action. Hey, I'm going to work a little bit on whatever, making, it could be anything from hook rug, making jewelry, sketching, candle making, whatever it is. Some people just moving around the interior design of their home to see different colors and patterns, all of that, conceptualizing. If you're not sure what you'd like to create, start instead with a feeling of great and deep gratitude. That's all you really need right now, because state out loud what you're most thankful for and look for the good in your life. And one thing's certain, you are going to find yourself attracting more and more good experiences in your world with this. So this is just inviting you to see your entire life as a canvas, and the picture that you complete is up to you. Every day I always have some whacked out like collage in my mind of what I want to make, and I do have to be seriously careful of like just emptying my bank account when I go into these big elaborate fabric, crystal, or any of those shops. I have to really go in with a price point and say, that's it, that's what I'm going to spend today. These are the things I need, and this is what I'll have in a sliding budget, because I love to do everything. I mean, I like painting with every kind of medium of paint. I love sketching, I love sketchbook, brushes, everything. So it all attracts me. Forget about the beads and all the beading equipment and all of that. It's like I could just bankrupt the entire state of Connecticut if I was if I was able to have free reign of that. So it's one of those things where we're like, let's try this. Because oftentimes, don't you get like a little niggling, like you're in a store and you feel compelled to reach for something, needlepoint, whatever it is. Try it, because I'm telling you, nothing is more relaxing than a beautiful little creative endeavor you do at the end of the night. And it also cuts back on snacking because your hands are busy doing something else. And then you have something to show for it. And now with Christmas season coming up, Hanukkah, all of that, Kwanzaa, it's like you're making busy little bees, and then you'll have some things ready. Like I always go into full necklace and bracelet mode when it comes to October, November. So I always have just a whole stack of stuff I can mail out and gift to people and have prepared. So it's like that sort of thing. Just try and get your hands busy and see what comes of that, and realize, one usually becomes a stepping stone to something else for sure, because I used to be a avid sketcher. I love sketching, and then I wanted to add color, so I'd use colored pencils. Then I wanted to use watercolors, then oils, all of those, and started just getting all into all kinds of stuff, landscaping, into animals, so on and so forth. So you'll find this beautiful array and domino effect taking place as well. So very exciting. So those are your words of the day of inspiration. I'm really excited. I love this so much. I haven't had a chance to go over all my notes and messages to see. Somebody sent me this deck as a gift because I didn't order it, and I'm going to go through my messages right now so I can thank them. Please comment below if it was you, because I'm so excited. I know, Aurora, that you had said I got one for myself as well, so I wasn't sure if you were saying that you had also got this. So I'm going to go check all my notes and say thank you. So thank you guys for all your love and support. Enjoy this beautiful day. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, you guys, and all my links are down below. If you need a private read, you want to go to my Etsy store, please come over to Instagram and get in on all the jewelry giveaways and the goodies. I am going right now over there to announce this week's winner for the Goddess Provisions box and the gold and turquoise earrings as well. So love and light, you guys.